Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with On Fire by the Asylum. So this is another Japanese sum Sudoku, JSS puzzle, using three colors this time. So do remember there's three colors plus unshaded. So let's go over the rules. So we do have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. So in each row, column, and 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these Japanese sum rules. So keep in mind that these clues, we've put a letter after each clue to represent its color. So we've got orange, red, and green. This is for accessibility, but the O does look a lot like a 0. It is not a 0, it is an O, which should be clear from the fact that we can't have things summing to 40 or 60, but I thought I would mention that for clarity. So each of these clues has a color and a value, and the value is the sum of the cells, and the color is the color that you need to shade them. So for example, let's take this, actually this column's a good example. So what this is telling us is that we need a contiguous run of cells that are shaded orange, one or more cells shaded orange starting from the top. Or at least the topmost shaded cell is orange. So if let's say this was unshaded, let's just use gray for unshaded here, then we could have an orange shaded cell here, and it would need to have a sum of 4. So maybe we do 2 cells summing to 4, so like 1, 3. Then after that, we would need some number 0 or more unshaded cells, and then a red cell, right, with a value of 2. And then we would need another orange cell with a value of 1. So this already doesn't work, right? And then a green cell or multiple green cells that sum to 5, right? So basically, the idea is this is the order the colors go in the shading. There could be any number of unshaded cells in between, including 0 unshaded cells in between. And the clue is the sum of the cells in that shaded run. So hopefully that makes sense. There is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. So the first thing I always look for is if there's any row or column where the clues sum to 21, because we know 1 through 6 sum to 21. And so if the clues sum to 21, that means there can't be any unshaded cells, and that gives us information. So here we've got 1 plus 14 plus 6. So 14 plus 7 is 21. So this row here, we know has to have every cell shaded and involved in these sums. So this 1 here has to be an orange 1. And then we're going to have to immediately move on to red. Now, how many red do we need? Well, we can think about the 6 at the end, the Audi 6. It could be an individual 6 here, or it could be 2 cells adding to 6. It cannot be 3 cells adding to 6, because we'd have to do 1, 2, 3, and the 1 is already gone. So it's 1 or 2 cells adding to 6, which means these two are definitely going to be red because the orange can't reach there. So this is what we know so far. And we know that this orange is involved in a 6 sum horizontally. So we're going to be, let's look for more cells that might, or more rows or columns that might add to 21 here. 16. So we've got 12 here. No, that's not, is that 12? Yeah, that is 12. So we've got, let's see, 9 plus 5 is 14. Here's another 17. So, sorry, here's another 21, right? So we've got 9 plus 5 is 14, plus 7 is 21. So we need an orange 6 up here. And then this red is going to add to 3. At the very bottom, we're going to have 7. So that's at least 2 cells adding to 7. It could be 3 cells adding to 7, I think. But we need room for the orange 5 somewhere. Now here's another nice trick. We can cross-reference the rows. These bottom 3 rows can only be green or unshaded because these rows only involve green clues. So that means in this column, if we need an orange clue, it's got to go here because this can't be orange. It would disrupt the fact that this row is only green. So this orange, and then the orange can't grow at all. So this is the 3, this is the 5. And then we need all 3 of these greens to add to 7, which is going to be 1, 2, 4. Now we know that this green 5 can grow here, this way, or this way, but 5 can't be done in 3 cells. 1, 2, 3 is 6. So the remainder of the row is unshaded for sure. We'll use gray for that. Then we don't know which way it grows, I don't think. All right, let's look for any more 21s. So we got 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 12 is 20. So this is another 21. So this orange has to go here. And it's a 2. Now 12, how many cells do we need for 12? We need at least 3 cells for 12. And also we can use the same trick that this orange can't be in the bottom 3 rows. So this is a 4 and this is a 3. And these are the remaining cells, which should add to 12. 1, 5, 6 does add to 12. Nice. Now we know these add to 5. So we're not putting a 5 or a 6 here. This is a 1. This is a 4. And then we know this is unshaded. Okay. So we know none of these other columns are going to be 21 because these are unshaded, right? So we know this 2 is down here somewhere. One of these is a 2 and it's green because we need a green and none of the top rows are allowed to be green. Same here. One of these is going to be a 1. And then these will either have a 5 or add to 5, but they can't add to 5 because the 1 and 2 are gone in the box. So if both of these were green and we wanted to add to 5, we couldn't do 1, 4. We couldn't do 2, 3. So we'd be out of luck. So there is a 5 in one of these two. And then similarly, 6 also needs a 1 or a 2. So the 6 is going to be down here. There may be lower hanging fruit, but I did see that. How about this row here? So we have the 1, 14. So this adds to 7. So we need another 7 to get to 14. We're not going to do that with only one more cell. So that has to be red. And then this is our 6. And then these add to 7 as 2, 5. And we know the order because of this 2. So that's 5 and 2. All right, this is coming together. So before this 5, we need an orange 3 sum. So that's the only way to do that. This is the 6 orange. So this is unshaded. 15 here, we already add to 11. So we need 4 more. What are these two going to be? Just by Sudoku, these are going to be 4, 5. So to get 4 more, this is the 4, this is the 5, this is orange, and this is unshaded. Okay. Great. Okay, so this is the 1 orange, which I could have used that. I just didn't notice it. Now this can't be green because of the row. So this is unshaded because we need green 6 down here. Now we know we're going to have the green 5 down here. We're going to need an orange 1 here for this clue. Really, at this point, I'm just checking on clues I haven't really looked at enough. Here we've got the 1 green down here. They can't be orange. The orange clue is going to have to be here, and it's a 6. I'm just going to pencil what these are. In fact, actually, we know this is unshaded. This should add to 15. 6 plus 9 is 15, yep. So let's look at Sudoku here. Let's finish. This is a 1. This is 2. Yeah, we need a 4. So that's the 4. And then this is 2, 5. This 5 tells us the order. Over here, this row finishes with, oops, not a 5. The row finishes with a 2. We need a 3 and a 6 here. Remember the 6 is down here, so this can't be a 6. So this is 3, this is 6. All right. So now I'm just going to fill in these pairs, and that should help us finish the rest here. So we need 4, 6 here. We need 3, 5 here. We need 1, 4 here. We need 2, 3 here. Okay. So 6, 6, 2. So between clues of the same color, we have to have an unshaded cell. So if we need an unshaded cell between this clue and the leftmost clue, well, first of all, we have to prove this isn't the leftmost clue. And that's pretty easy because this is a contiguous one here. Even if this added to 6, we wouldn't be able to fit an unshaded, then a green, then an unshaded, then another green over here. So this is the middle clue adding to 6, which means these have to be unshaded in order for these to be shaded. And then this is going to be the 6 and the 2, leaving 5, 1, 3, 4. And then now this needs to be a 5 green for this column. We can just finish the puzzle, but I want to finish the coloring. This is a green 1. 2 is done, 6 is done. Great. So these are unshaded. And then we get the 3, the 4, oops, no, sorry, the 3, the 1, and the 4 here. And we get a deet doot in the corner. Hey, it's Sven's birthday. Definitely consider supporting Sven on his birthday if you can. He does not get support externally, only from direct support from people who use the software, such as through his Patreon or purchasing his app. I think there's a misconception that Cracking the Cryptic pays him. They do not. So he donates his time to creating this app as his full-time job. And it would be very nice if more people were to support him if they enjoy his software. If you feel like you're getting $5 a month of enjoyment out of Sudoku Pad, then consider signing up for Sven's Patreon. I'm sure he would appreciate the support very much. All right. So let's actually get rid of these grays as suggested in the rules to leave those unshaded. And yeah, so we've got kind of like this flower. That's neat. So we've got the kind of like a sunflower. We got the stem here, and then we've got the red in the center, and then the orange around it. That's really neat. So yeah, thanks the Asylum for the puzzle and introducing JSS to Sudoku Adventure. We will be having more in the future, so look forward to that. Let me know if there's anything I can do to streamline explaining the rules, because I am going to be doing more JSSs in the future. And of course, if you enjoyed this, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.